This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. We also have Kari Phillips from RateWise Mortgage, and she's a licensed lender at NMLS number 309701. And she's the director of RateWise Mortgage. One of the things that we often find out is when we get clients involved with getting a mortgage and buying a home is that there's certain things that they need to do and certain things that they need not to do. Mm-hmm. Can we talk about those things?
Let's hit a couple of things. What we want to talk about is a lot of clients come to us and they say, and we say, hey, listen, you've got to have a little bit more assets to qualify. And my advice to clients is, don't consolidate debt, don't pay off debt, come to the mortgage lender first, because we'll tell you, listen, you're fine on your debt to income ratios, you qualify just fine. Or we might say, okay, we need to pay a little bit of this off, but we use the minimum payments to qualify. So you may think that you've got too much debt and you want to pay off, but that removes your assets from your qualification. And we also need assets. And when you come to a lender and you get qualified and you're out there looking, usually it takes a week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 2 months, 3 months
to get into that.
To get a house acceptance. So in the period of time and after you get qualified, pre-qualified, and before you get the contract, so there's that in-between time, you still want to keep paying on your debt. You still want to keep paying your rent payment. Mm-hmm. You don't want to go out and buy a new Porsche. Don't go out and open new lines of credit. Now, can you use your current lines of credit that you have? Yes, you use it just like you normally do, but don't make any crazy major purchases.
Like furniture.
So changing employment. You don't want to change employment. You don't want to change positions without talking to your lender first. It might be just fine, because if it's in the same line of work and we have at least one pay stub prior to close of escrow and you're paid the same way but just more, that's great. But don't do anything until you talk to your lender. You think that doing inquiries, like let's say you bought a house, you want to set up your utilities, your Cox cable, your let's say you change cell phone companies. Every inquiry, guys, it hurts your credit slightly, possibly, and you're going to need to explain that you just so you're going to have to do a letter of explanation. You're going to have to say, I didn't go and inquire any new debt. So that can hold up your close of escrows. And realtors out there, guys.
Yep. Oh boy, here it comes.
Okay, so you have clients that get an inspection, right? And we want the copy of the invoice of the inspection, because that's part of the client's costs.
Right.
But we don't want the inspection, guys. Realtors do not send lenders the inspection report.
My favorite is they go out of town for...
Oh, that's a great one.
Right,
oh
in the
my
middle
gosh.
of a 45-day escrow, they're doing their 2-week dream vacation to Greece.
And
that
then
they've
they come back and
saving
they're like,
for their whole
well,
life.
why aren't we closed yet? Blah, blah, blah. And I say, well, you know what? We had to leave you 15 messages, 16 emails. I know that you were drinking margaritas on the beach, but we had to sit still until you guys returned calls.
No internet in Machu Picchu.
One other thing, guys, is people are trying to use cash for assets. If you have cash in the security box, or you have, which you're not really supposed to do, right? Anyway.
I don't know.
But if you have cash underneath your mattress, I mean, this is kind of a, you'd think maybe, well, of course we know not to use cash. It has to be sourceable. So don't use cash or turn in your earnest money checks with cash, because we can't count it.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with host Harvey Blankfeld. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.